Hey, fire signs. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle. And yeah, I'm doing a read for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And that could be for anyone because we all have fire in our chart. And that's my intention, that there's something in here for everyone. And my readings are also timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. But of course, if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. And also, yeah, I guess that's it for that. I've chosen three cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song for you. And the title of your song is Marrow, as in bone marrow. Um, this is I'm very excited for this reading, I have to say. um Bone marrow speaks to, it's the core of the bone. It's the core of, metaphorically speaking, it's about the core of you, which to me means your innermost authentic self, and really starting to own who you are, to be proud of who you are, um to start to listen to that inner voice. So, yeah, so we start with No Place Like Home, which is about becoming comfortable in your own skin, about feeling good and safe in your life, your relationships being very supportive and awesome, opportunities starting to come in to line up because there's this regeneration happening, some kind of second chance, some kind of new opportunity coming in due to you being in this place of being your most authentic self, being in your own integrity, doing what feels right to you, regardless of what anybody else says or thinks. This is you just stepping into your power, and it's a quiet power. It's just an I guess I said it already, but in owning your awesomeness. You have something so amazing to bring to the world. And this card, there's this sense of, well, okay, so we have the breathe card in protection position, which speaks to um potentially you've come from a place where everything's burned down, and you're feeling like, you could have been feeling for a while like everything's gone, it's over, it's done with. There's nothing left in it, and it's left you in this place of feeling apathy, of feeling like, hopeless, that whatever you wanted, whatever desire you had, it didn't work out, it didn't come through, and it kind of left you in this place of just like, okay, I'm just going to sit on the couch and, you know, Netflix my brains out or whatever it is you do. There's definitely this sense of like, what's the point? What's the point of anything? I try and it doesn't work out, and blah. And this card is speaking about, it's indicating that there's a new shoot. I mean, we've got the whole tree here, but the first signs of life are coming up out of the rubble, out of the bleakness of whatever has gone down in your life. And so if you have been in this place of apathy, laziness, general inertia where you're just like, I don't want to do anything, um, it's really, really important right now to push past that, to get yourself up, to get moving physically, literally, because that's going to help get the, get the energy circulating, literally get the blood circulating. It's going to help get the more oxygen to your brain. It's going to get you to a place where you're just generally feeling better. And that is going to create momentum, because as you start to feel better, as you start to just gain more clarity, it's going to give you this new sense of uh, maybe hope or excitement. It's going to allow you to tap into that, and to also tap into the understanding that, well, especially because we're talking about opportunities here, particularly potentially a new opportunity. Guys, oh, this is way better than what I had before. And in fact, now I see, I'm really glad that that thing ended, because it allowed for this new thing to come about. Um, so there's, yeah, this whole regeneration. Um, and it starts with you taking getting back into yourself, and um yeah, loving yourself, knowing that this all happened for a reason, and it's all taking you to a better place. All right. So yeah, getting back to the core of yourself, the marrow of your soul. Okay, so let's look at the good tarot to begin, to clarify. King of Earth. This is one of the most prosperous guys in the deck. It's all about this is that new opportunity that's coming, that's going to put you in this place of like having the abundance, the wealth, and also being generous with that, knowing that, maybe you've been in a place that was not so prosperous, and remembering what that feels like, and then being able to pay it forward. This is the card of the philanthropist, and just, sharing the wealth, doing something that's really, being willing to put in the effort to create an amazing, abundant life. And Seven of Earth, yeah, being at a crossroads, having some kind of decision to make. It's time, if you're hanging on to any kind of old desires, beliefs, habits, whatever, it's time to change, to move in a new direction. And it starts with getting moving. It starts with getting outside. Getting outside is a big one. If you live somewhere where the air is actually decent, not where I live, but you know, getting moving, getting breathing more. Um, it's time to make the choice to move in a new direction. This guy is looking towards the past. You want to turn yourself around and look towards the future. Start with the present. Start with where you are. Start with moving, and through tapping into your innermost authentic self, that's where you gain your inspiration and your wisdom to know what to do that's right for you. And the Chariot. Woohoo! Yeah, this is you moving to victory very quickly, because once you get moving, you build the momentum. You get moving physically, you're going to get moving energetically. It's going to affect you energetically. It all works together to move you where you want to go, to a final outcome. And just like with any kind of endeavor that we take on, there are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be obstacles that you encounter. Sometimes these two horses want to go in opposite directions, and it's up to you to wrangle them to keep them going in the same direction. That's about the balance. But you have it in you, and you can and you will. Victory. Yes. Yep. Victory towards amazing prosperity in your life, in relationships, in money, in just the connection with yourself and your higher power. Okay, so let's look at the Oracle Tarot. Bondage, issues of control. And this is about releasing yourself, releasing um, the issues of control. To gain your freedom, you need to let go of whatever you were trying to control from the past. Trying to make something happen and it wouldn't happen, and it caused you to feel disappointed at the very least. But, to to the point of despondent. um yeah, it's time to understand that everything is happening for a reason. Cut those cords so that you can fly. Fly to your future victoriously. All right. And wisdom of solitude. We have the hermit going within, doing that inner work, tapping into your innermost authentic self. What's your intuition telling you? You have a choice to make. If you're not sure what to do, here's a really great way. If you're faced with a choice and you don't know, and you're all up in your head, and I don't know what I feel. I want both. Here's what you do. You flip a coin. You have two choices, heads or tails. You flip that coin, whatever it lands on, you are going to know if you wanted it to land on that or not. You're either going to have this feeling of, yay, I was hoping it would land on heads, or you're going to have the feeling of, oh, dang, it landed on tails. It doesn't actually matter what you don't have to do what the coin says. Now you know what you actually wanted, and you do that. If it landed on tails and you're like, I wish it was heads, go in the heads direction. Do that because yeah, now you know. So that's a part of the going, it's a part of going within, tapping into what you really want. Again, what really inspires you. And yeah, challenges and problems. You are going to encounter challenges and problems on this journey. Life is full of challenges and problems. That's how we grow. That's how we gain the wisdom we need to continue moving forward, to continue staying in balance, to keep those keep those horses going in the same direction to take us to the victory. Okay. Let me look at wisdom of Avalon. Wisdom of Avalon. The Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. Having the courage to move forward in a new direction. Yeah, it does take courage to move into the unknown. It does take courage to go through a transformation, a rebirth, because a part of you is dying off. A part of your life is going away. But it's self-respect that comes down to that tapping in and really relying on what you want, what you desire, being your most authentic self in whatever way that is, regardless of what anybody in the world tells you. This is you knowing who you are and respecting yourself enough to stand in that and make the choices that are right for you. And make sure, yeah, I mean, you want to make the choices that are eventually going to be good for everyone. This isn't about being selfish to the point of not caring about what happens to anybody else. It's about being selfish in the way that you put yourself first so then you can help others. Absolute truth. Sort of truth. Cutting away what doesn't serve, getting to the marrow of yourself, of a situation, taking responsibility for your part in your life. You are the common denominator. Therefore, you have the choice to change it, to move in the direction that you want. And trust. That's right. Trust that you're being led where you need to go, that the universe does have your back, that you will make the right decision for yourself, as long as you're making that decision from a place of authenticity, not trying to do it to please anyone else, but because you know that it's right for you. That's that is where your freedom lies. And the raven, magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. When you get yourself moving, when you get yourself outside into the world, you typically speaking, opportunities come in when you put yourself out into the world. Sitting on your couch and Netflixing all day, there's no channel for the opportunities to come through, to come in through. Getting yourself out, getting yourself moving, starting to take those steps towards yourself, towards what you want. That's what brings in the magic, because that is you listening to your higher power through your inspiration, through your intuition, and things just start to line up, and it does feel magical once you get yourself into that space, into that mindset. Whatever happened in the past, whatever went down in the past, it happened for a reason. It happened so that you could have this transformation. There are some plants that literally, there are some plants that will not grow unless there is a forest fire. This had to happen, this burning down, this leveling of your life, of some situation in your life, had to happen so that you could grow into this new you, into your much more authentic self. Okay, let's look at Osho Zen. Experiencing. I mean, this has to do with you going outside, being in nature, seeing that there is a part of you in everything, and there's a little bit of everything in you. We it all comes down to energy. We're all energy. We all have everything within us. And this is also, to me, speaks to communing with life in general. She's got the leaves on her cloak, the kind of images of the leaves, same as the tree on her cloak. Seeing that, again, there's this sense of seeing the connectedness of everything and everyone in your life, and being grateful for it, embracing that. And we have trust again on top of trust. Uh-huh. That's right. There's a huge need to trust right now. that you're being led where you need to go, that you have all the tools, everything that you need to get to where you need to go. And if you don't have it yet, you will get it along the way. As you continue to learn, as you hit those challenges and problems, you will gain the wisdom you need to continue forward. Trust upon trust. That's so cool. And the burden. Oh my goodness. This card. Yeah. Um this is where you're coming from. Enter into this state of laziness, apathy, because you have been most likely you have been allowing someone else to guide you forward, to lead the way. And it's not you haven't just been guided, they've been on your back. They've been forcing you to do something that doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good, leaves you feeling heavy and like, "Oh god, okay, can I make it through?" Huge burden here. Potentially dealing with somebody or some people who are very entitled and think that you should be carrying them. Not anymore. It's time for you to say, "Okay, okay, dude, step off. I'm ready to stand straight and I'm ready to go in the direction that I want to. You can walk, you have legs. And if you don't want to go with me, see you later." Chances are, like, you don't want this person with you anyway. You're gonna, as soon as they get off your back, you're like running for the hills. And this is ooh, this could also be where you've come from, because with the challenges and problems card, yes, I did say that you could encounter challenges and problems on the way, but also this could be where you've come from, because we have the mountain in both cards. Very steep mountain. This is a huge challenge and problem here. Somebody deciding for you that you need to do something that you don't want to do and ultimately wouldn't be good for you anyway. This guy's going to try, but he's going to die trying. He can't make it to the top of the mountain with this on his back. It's time to fly. You can't fly with such a heavy burden on your back. So, okay. um I've got a little extra time. I'm going to look at this spirit animal oracle. Depending on how this goes, I might pick some numerology cards as well. Okay. Moth spirit, surrender now. Surrender, aka trust. Trust. Surrender. Heck, throwing cards everywhere. Surrender that burden. Surrender the need to make someone else happy. You can't make anyone happy anyway, no matter how hard you try. It is always up to our own selves to make ourselves happy. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. Yes, through being your innermost authentic self, being in your integrity, claiming your dignity, making the choice, choosing yourself, choosing your own ideas. Bring those to life. They are going to be so awesome. They're going to lead you to prosperity and abundance. And skunk spirit, know your worth. Man, this card comes up a lot. A lot of us need this reminder. You were put here on this planet for a reason. There's nobody else like you. You have something really special and unique to bring to the world that nobody else can. That is where your worth lies. And anyone who tells you different is lying. They are caught up in their own self-worth issues because they are doing something that doesn't fulfill them. Usually we project onto others where we're having issues in our own life. Your self-worth comes from within. Comes from knowing who you are, standing in your truth, in your power, in your authority, in your authenticity. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm gonna end with the numerology deck. Patience. This is a word that is not well received typically. We do not like patience, especially in the world we live in now. We want what we want right now. We are in the world of immediate gratification, or better to say we live in the world of immediate gratification, or as close as possible. So, yeah. Yeah, the patience, work on flexing that patience muscle as best you can. Get yourself moving. Try to distract yourself by doing things that feel good to you, that put you in a happy place. And yes, do that inner work. Go within, go be alone, go for a walk in the woods. Things are going to come, things are going to happen for you. Healing. Yeah. Yeah, you've got some healing to do, don't we all? Don't we all? I don't think healing ever stops, really. It's peeling the onion, but this is a conscious healing. This is a deliberate healing of the past, of yourself, of what you believe to be true. And healing takes patience. Yes, it does. Yes. Yes. Follow those dreams. Follow your dreams, because that's what leads you to everything that you could ever want. Your your inspiration lies in following, listening to your authentic self, listening to your intuition, being inspired and going for it. That's when the magic happens. Your higher power wants you to follow your dreams so much. That's why you have the dreams in the first place, because the universe is like, hey, get going. You need to create this thing in the world. Do it. Do it now. Get off your butt. Get moving. You will build momentum towards what you want. Okay, there it is. Beautiful reading. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it has been a pleasure, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Love Shaman 369. Nice. Yeah, and if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.